Each year at commencement, the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences recognizes one outstanding senior from each department. This graduating student has demonstrated a strong commitment to his or her academics as measured by an exceptionally high grade point average. Additionally, the awardees have distinguished themselves through successful engagement in a variety of other pursuits. I am beyond pleased to be introducing this year's outstanding graduate in biological sciences, Catherine Eaton, who has always been known to me as Katie. I first met Katie when she took Bio 200, Intro Bio with me, in her very first semester at UB. Since she was in a class with over 400 students, I didn't know her personally during that course, but I knew of her. You may wonder how, but it is because she had practically unprecedented performance in that class, earning 489 out of 500 points possible in one of the most notoriously difficult classes that we deliver. Yes, your back of the envelope calculations are correct. She missed a total of 11 points and achieved the second highest grade that I have ever given a student in that class. That's actually saying quite a lot, since I have literally taught thousands of students since I first started in 2008. So you could say that even at that early stage, I already knew Katie. I got to know her even better when she came to my office to seek out some advice about transitioning from her original plan of medicine to a possible PhD and then research-based career. She started pursuing undergraduate research in the Cough-Roth lab, working on coral bleaching and plastic responses of algal symbionts to heat stress. That work resulted in 2 poster presentations, 1 talk, and 2 manuscripts that are currently in progress towards publication. In spring of 2019, during her junior year, Katie switched to the Krabenhoff lab to work on subjects closer to her personal research goals and to learn new techniques. In that lab, she studies local adaptation of Great Lakes ciscos. It's a relative of the salmon. And she's won multiple awards to fund her research. She's currently trying to submit a manuscript of that thesis research as quickly as possible because she is the first person to develop a protocol for the specific DNA sequencing technology that she used. She hopes to have that paper submitted by the end of this month. How many undergraduates can put something like that on their resume? Not many. In that same career advice meeting where we talked about going into research, I encouraged Katie to think about becoming an undergraduate teaching assistant. And I was very pleased when she took me up on that and became a TA for Bio 200. Katie has now taught with me 3 times and has been an extraordinary part of the course each time. She has helped me to make it a better class, offering advice and suggestions throughout. And at the same time, she has been instrumental in so many students' success stories. In Katie's obviously abundant amounts of spare time, she has coached swimming to kids throughout her college career and also volunteered to run enrichment activities in an after-school program in downtown Buffalo. It should come as no surprise that in addition to this award, Katie was also among the 14 recipients of this year's SUNY Chancellor's Award. This is one of the few SUNY-wide student awards and is presented to the rare student who has demonstrated their integration of academic excellence with other aspects of their lives, including leadership, campus involvement, career achievement, and community service. Katie is graduating summa cum laude with a BS in Biological Sciences, highest honors in our Biological Sciences Honors Program, and as a member of the University Honors College. She is heading next year to Auburn University to pursue a doctorate in Biological Sciences, where she still plans to study fish. Back when I first nominated Katie, to receive the Outstanding Senior Award, I immediately realized that should she win, I would be writing and then delivering her introduction. That came as no surprise, as this is one of the main parts of my job each May. But even back in late February, long before we realized what this day would look like, I became worried about this particular introduction. Because so far in telling you about all of Katie's wonderful achievements, I am sure that I have conveyed that she is an exemplary student. But what I think I may not have gotten across is that she is far more than that. She is a truly fabulous colleague and an even more extraordinary friend. Katie Eaton is a colleague and a friend that I am going to miss very much as she reaches the next goals in her certain to be amazing career trajectory. And so back on February 20th, I think this was even before we knew that she had won this award, I sent myself an email that I snoozed until earlier this week. It said, "When you introduce Katie at Convocation, have her come to the stage, give her talk, and then introduce her afterwards." I sent this email because I wasn't sure that I could get through this speech without crying. And I didn't want Katie to be crying when she started her speech. I turned out not to need the note because the world has turned upside down and this is the weirdest graduation, even the weirdest spring that I hope any of us will ever encounter. But despite the strangeness, some things remain very much the same. I am still having trouble not crying, and more importantly, much more importantly, Katie Eaton remains one of the best students that I have ever had the privilege of working with. Katie remains one of the most excellent TAs that I have ever taught with. Katie remains one of my favorite people at UB. You are an outstanding senior, and Bio has been so lucky to have you as a part of our Bio family for these past 4 years. I want you to promise me that you are going to go take Auburn by storm, but I also need you to promise me that you won't forget to write. Congratulations. The very most heartfelt congratulations, Katie Eaton.
Hi everybody, my name is Catherine Eaton and I'm this year's Outstanding Senior in Biological Sciences. When I pictured my graduation from UB's Bio Department, I definitely didn't picture that I would be giving this address from my living room, nor did I imagine that I would be talking to an audience of my computer screen and my 2 cats, who, let's be honest, are really only sitting here because they think I might feed them. Regardless of that, I'm still really happy and excited to have this opportunity to virtually address the Biological Sciences class of 2020 at the University at Buffalo. I owe so much to UB's Bio Department. When I started at UB in the fall of 2016, I had a passion for science and no clue what to do with it. I thought a career in the medical field sounded cool, but after spending some time interning and volunteering in a local hospital, I knew that that wasn't the right path for me. Luckily, I was enrolled in Bio 200 at the time, taught by the ever-enthusiastic and truly remarkable Dr. Jessica Poulin. I fell in love with evolutionary biology and ecology. Dr. Poulin advised me to get involved in research, which might have been the best advice I've ever received. I worked with Dr. Mary Alice Coffroth, studying the response of coral reefs and their symbiotic algae to heat stress for over 2 years. Dr. Coffroth helped me grow as a scientist and a person. Her constant encouragement, support, and guidance made me the woman I am today. She's pushed me to work hard, be independent, and seek answers for every question I had. In the spring of my junior year, I left the Coffroth lab to work with Dr. Trevor Krabenhoft in order to learn new skills and start research on a new study system. In the Krabenhoft lab, I've been able to continue to grow as a scientist, studying the evolution of the visual systems of fishes that inhabit the Great Lakes. My time in the Krabenhoft lab has been really unique, as I've been given the independence to pursue my own project, investigate novel research questions, and I've even worked to develop a new protocol to determine the DNA sequences of genes. Being given this opportunity to work as an independent researcher as an undergraduate has been beyond incredible, and it's helped to prepare me for my future career in graduate school. Overall, I think the connections I've made and the skills I've learned in UB's Biological Sciences undergraduate research program have been super influential on my life. I was able to find what I want to do as a career, to study the responses of organisms to climate change, and I even met my future graduate advisor, Dr. Moises Bernal, while working in the Krabenhoft lab. The opportunity to conduct my own research and even draft a manuscript of my thesis work that's on its way to being submitted for publication is really unique for an undergraduate. The university's strong encouragement for undergrads to get involved in research has helped shape my life and dictate my future goals. I'm so thankful to the UB community, the biology department, and to all of my mentors for this amazing opportunity. There's more to my time in the biological sciences department than just research, though. I've made some really great friends by connecting through various avenues in the department, including some friends that I now consider to be as close as my family. I connected with my fellow students through time spent studying together in classes, through working together as TAs for Bio 200 and Bio 201, and through the Bio Honors Program. Throughout my time at UB, I've had friends from the bio department that I knew I could always rely on, and I know I'll be able to rely on them after I leave here as well. I've had some truly amazing times as a member of the bio department at UB, and I'm really fortunate that UB's bio department is where I chose to pursue my undergraduate degree. As a woman in STEM, I can say that I'm truly lucky that the environment in the biological sciences department here is beyond supportive. In other parts of the world, there are real barriers to women's participation in the sciences. I've read horror stories about women who are discouraged from pursuing careers as scientists, and I've heard terrible things about advisors in positions of power failing to credit young female scientists for their work, among other things. I'm so fortunate that I've been able to experience an environment that has been nothing but welcoming. The bio department at UB is full of amazing women that I can look up to, and the advisors and mentors I've had have made sure that I know my voice as a woman in STEM is heard. While I've been really lucky to have such amazing support as a woman in science, my undergraduate journey has been far from easy. I've spent many late nights awake, whether it was studying for exams, finishing up homework assignments, or grading quizzes as a TA for Bio 200. And I know these late nights and hours spent working are an experience that all of us can relate to. At the start of the spring 2020 semester, I was beyond excited for my hard work to finally pay off. I had dreams of attending the bio department's convocation, being recognized for my hard work, wearing a cap and gown, and having my family in the audience as I graduated from the program that has meant so much to me. I even looked forward to the gigantic College of Arts and Sciences graduation in Alumni Arena, where I would sit for 3 hours to walk across a stage for 10 seconds, as silly as it sounds. I wanted to celebrate with my friends and family. I had plans for a big celebration, the final culmination of years of hard work. As the semester progressed and the public health crisis worsened, I worried, and when the university canceled in-person classes and eventually commencement, I was devastated. I knew these decisions were the right call, but the loss of that moment, the graduation that I had worked so hard to get to, was really difficult, but I found ways to cope with this loss. The fact that we don't get to have a traditional commencement by no means detracts from what we've accomplished as the class of 2020. Take a moment to applaud yourself for all that you've achieved. We're finishing our undergraduate careers in the midst of a global pandemic, for goodness sakes. That's pretty remarkable. And even though I don't get to walk across the stage in Alumni Arena, I'll still strut my stuff in cap and gown across my front yard. It's sad to lose out on this commencement moment, but we're staying at home to save lives, and that's what's really important. I'd give up my commencement ceremony 1,000 times to keep my grandparents safe and healthy, and I think that's a sentiment we can all relate to. I want to wrap up by thanking a few people who have been especially important and influential in my undergraduate journey at UB. To my amazing family, my parents, my grandparents, my brothers Will and Nate, and my best friend Jessie, thank you for always believing in me. I've already mentioned Dr. Jessica Poulin, who taught me to follow my dreams and my interests and to never give up. Dr. Mary Alice Koffroth has supported me through life's ups and downs and helped me grow my love of biology. Dr. Trevor Krabenhoft gave me the independence and support that I needed to succeed as an early researcher, and he has believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. Dr. Laura Hudson has been an amazing role model and shown me what I can strive for as a woman in STEM. And Vicki Seawright has taught me the effect that positivity and a few kind words can have on someone's life. Countless other professors, faculty, and staff in the biological sciences department have taught me to reach for the stars and stand up for what I believe in. So thank you. And to the class of 2020, stay positive, stay safe, and stay home. Things will get better. Thank you.